Have you ever rejected someone and regretted it instantly? Then this video is for you, because here goes the top 10 anime where a girl rejects a boy and regrets it. Number 10, Murai in Love. Imagine rejecting a guy because of his long hair, only for him to come back the next day with a fresh cut looking exactly like your dream guy. Well, that's exactly what happens in this story. Murai, a high school student, confesses his feelings to his teacher, Tanaka, only to be rejected. But Murai doesn't know how to give up. Knowing his teacher is secretly an otaku, Murai transforms himself to look like her favorite video game character, Hitotse, which makes Tanaka regret rejecting him.
ね、村井君、いろいろとダメです。兄に挑むのはやめてください。なんせ昔ファイヤー田中と名を馳せていた実際に燃えるチンヤンキーですから。止めましたよ。私は今止めました。先生、僕はあなたのほっぺたを食べるためなら消防士にだってなれます。
Murai in Love is an entertaining watch, especially if you like good jokes and catchy dialogue. It has a rough yet satisfying art style with decent romance considering the forbidden love themes of the relationship between a teacher and a student. There are even a few pop culture references sprinkled here and there between the dialogues, which is pretty smart move to be honest. Number 9, Domestic Girlfriend.
あのことならもう忘れていいから。私とあんたの間には何もなかった。いい。分かったら変に意識しないで。
Just try to wrap your head around being in Natsuo's shoes. He slept with a girl who turns out to be the daughter of his stepmother. Shocking, right? Well, that's how things work in the anime Domestic Girlfriend. It's a story of forbidden love, sad love, and even dark love. He not only gets ghosted by the girl, but also rejected by the time they meet again. Not to mention his crush, who was a teacher, turns out to be the sister of the girl he had a one-night stand with.
これで全部終わりにするから。
What makes this series stand out is that it manages to have a plot while feeding the fantasy of degenerates everywhere. It's surely one of those adult anime that show complex relationships among the characters. Still though, it's definitely full of fan service and kids should never watch it. I'll leave this one for the adults. Number 8, I'm Quitting Heroing.
これは採用間違いなし。
採用に決まったらだ、ボケー。
This man literally should be a villain because after he beat the Demon Queen, people just rejected him. But you see, hero Leo Demonheart went through this and he had the audacity to approach the Demon Queen while hoping to become a part of her kingdom, only to be turned away again. But Leo isn't one to give up. He creates a new identity, Onyx, to determine Echidna's plans, who also begins to regret her initial rejection of Leo as he improves the demon army situation.
次は剣術、黒松、新生松、その他全般。1対1で魔王エキドナを打ち倒した実績あり。即戦力として活躍可能。
The world of this anime beautifully explores themes of rejection and acceptance, showing a world where one is unwelcome but still strives to make a difference. It becomes even more interesting when you realize that he's actually helping the demons win. The strongest point of this anime is that its characters are well developed and have an impact on each other while trying to stay true to themselves. Number 7, the 100 girlfriends who really love you.
運命の人。もしよかったら一緒に見に行かない？テストの結果。
だから時間の無駄。
This man is insane and might have a heart of steel because he's been rejected so many times, God decided it was time to help him. You gotta meet Rentaro Ioji, a not so typical high school boy who's been through 100 heartbreaks. After a gazillion rejections, he prays at the shrine where the god of love drops a shocking bombshell on him, revealing that Ijo actually has 100 soulmates. But here's the catch, he has to date all 100 of them or they die.
私は今日この恋を終わらせに来た。
なんでわざわざそんな好き同士なのに。
恋愛で得られるものなんて 結婚と子供なの。
Harem, harem, and lots of harem. This anime has a lot of harem, which you could tell as the anime shows a wide variety of character archetypes and tropes as the relationships get juggled by multiple girls with different personalities. There's a treat for the comedy fans of this anime since it's filled with low effort yet quality meme faces and random moments. Honestly, I'm still surprised the animation is that good. Number 6, Osamake.
価値なグラビアか今日発売の
私エチい人って嫌いなの。臭いって絶滅した方がいいんじゃないかしら。
You already know your soulmates when both your crushes reject you. This is the story of Suharu and Kuroha, the two childhood best friends who got rejected by their respective crushes. Sounds pretty painful, right? What happened here is that Kuroha confessed to Suharu, but he immediately rejected her as he had feelings for one of his classmates, Shirokusa. But when Suharu finally confessed to Shirokusa, he got turned down pretty fast, and Shirokusa regretted it later on to find out that Suharu had already fallen for his best friend.
前理性溶けてるだろ
だってこれって勢いでやっちゃうところじゃない。だから中くらいならいいかなって。
This anime has a lot of heartbreaks and emotional moments, so if you're someone who's fond of these themes, you're going to love Osamake. And what truly sets Osamake apart from your generic rom-com is its idea about first love, and it being the most genuine type of love. Other than that, the cutesy bright art style perfectly blends in with the story, and I don't know why you wouldn't watch this. Number 5, Higihiro.
びっくりするくらいね。ま、吉田くんは年下に興味ないみたいだしね。さゆちゃんも運が良かったわね。
Hey, don't call the FBI because if you just watch this series, you know there's nothing serious going on. It feels terrible, and that's exactly how Yoshida got his first heartbreak when he got rejected by one of his office workers and boss, Hairi Goto. He didn't take the rejection well, but he did take something else in. Yep, it was a runaway high school student, Sayu, who had nowhere to go.
それに、その子とあなたが恋愛関係にならないって断言できる？
できます。
そう。そこまで言うなら、その子に合わせてよ。
Higihiro is one of the best spring anime of 2021. It's a unique slice-of-life anime with a beautiful setting. The story can be a bit slow at times, but the heartwarming moments and fluff make up for it. It's a bit sus because the girl does like the guy a bit too much, and you're gonna scratch your head because of the drama. At least there's no lollies because it's going to become even harder to defend. Number 4, a condition called love.
花野井くん、私花野井くんがそのやっぱりなんでもない。
You know, love makes you do stupid things, right? In a condition called love, Hotaru witnesses one of her classmates, Hananoi, getting rejected by his crush and tries to cheer him up. Hananoi misunderstands her kind gestures and falls in love with her to the extent of confessing the next day and facing instant rejection. But he doesn't give up. He does things of all sorts to make Hotaru fall for him.
花野井くん、14日って暇？その日デートしよう。
A Condition Called Love is a great romance anime with a lot of goofy moments. The characters are beautiful. Their passions and dreams also make them stand out. The story is easy to follow, and the romantic moments between the characters can be comedic as well as heartwarming. The animation might be a bit stiff, but it's not that important since the plot carries the entire show. So go ahead and try it out. Number 3, Masamune-kun's Revenge Arm.
あなた、名前は？
真壁。
バラしたら承知しないから。
This is the best way to react after you get rejected. Just start working out and have a glow up. Just like this guy who took the childhood rejection of his best friend Akiya a bit too personally, and here's why. He was serious back when he confessed his feelings to the now called cruel princess Aki, and when she turned him down, Masamune had no other choice than to come up with a revenge plan of seducing her only to reject her.
あんたなんか好きにならないわよ。
嫌だ。もう嫌だ。
This anime is really funny and has a lot of jokes that everyone can understand. The characters have a wholesome interaction mixed with a lot of silly moments. The characters are also uniquely designed in a way that's not hard to tell them apart, unlike some anime. What I like even more is that the MC isn't a wimp. He's working the hell out to be jacked and get his revenge. Number 2, Case Study of Anitas.
バニタス。服を脱いで。く
服？
何じゃないわ。あなた服の中まで雪が入り込んで濡れてるでしょ。
Loving you is a losing game. Perfectly defines Vanitas in the case study of Vanitas. This hopelessly romantic guy may appear eccentric and playful, but deep down he just wants to get loved by Jean, an extremely beautiful yet dangerous vampire. But Vanitas has already hurt himself thinking Jean could not love someone like him.
おはようバニタス。もう体は大丈夫なの？
おうジョンヌ、やっと起きたのか。
Case study of Vanitas is a perfect example of an all-in-one anime. It has action, bromance, comedy, divine characters, enormous castles, fighting scenes, girls, hot men, and literally everything you need to cook a great anime. The case study of Vanitas is probably one of the most underrated vampire anime out there, but it's one of the best vampire anime with unique gothic aesthetics and a mysterious setting. Plus, Vanitas is funny as hell to watch. My man just doesn't give a freak about almost anything. Number 1, the dreaming boy is a realist.
ちょっと大丈夫なの？
あ
しつこく付きまとうからそうなるのよ。もう近づかないでよね。
You know how they say, the only way to attract others is by distancing yourself. Who will not believe it, but that's what Wataru Sajo did and succeeded. Well, he has been constantly getting rejected by the same girl, Aika Natsukawa, until one day he gets hit by a soccer ball, which changes the way he treats her. Now, Sajo is a complete Chad who doesn't care about Aika and distances himself from her and stays away from all of his screw-ups, causing Aiko to regret her decision.
渡るがいなくてもきっと私は学校を楽しむとかクラスメートと話すとかそんな余裕な。
The character development in The Dreaming Boy as a Realist is no joke. How can one go from being head over heels to a tsundere whose heart is as cold as ice? This transformation and the hilarious moments make this anime worthy of your time. Because of that and more, it's number 1 in our list of the top 10 anime where girl rejects boy and regrets it.